PRAAAAAA. What's up my people, my name is Spicey and today I have 3 stories coming out of the subreddit idontworkherelady. If you like these videos, remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a fire emoji in the comments because your engagement does help me grow this channel and make better content for you. Congratulations, heavy start for the comment of the day. PRAAAAAA. All I wanted was a Coke. Background: my work shares a parking lot with a Dollar General. Because it is so close, our staff often find our way over there for snacks. This Dollar General always seems to be understaffed and it is common to be ready to check out and have a staff member nowhere to be found. But I don't blame them for whoever does their schedule. As annoying as it can be, it is what it is, but this fact is important for later. I make my way over to the Dollar General for a snack and see they now have Coke in glass bottles. They look really good. I only allow myself 1 soda a week, so I am deciding if today is that day. Enter Karen, a cranky hag in her 50s or 60s. Excuse me, do you have this in a different size? She is holding some shirt from a clearance rack. I'm not sure, I don't work here. Karen does not verbally acknowledge, she just walks away shaking her head. I wander off to find what I came for, Takis. Get the goods and swing back past the Coke display. Today is the day and I want that Coke after all. Come around the corner and there is Karen at the checkout. I've been waiting here for several minutes. Would you ring me up? The person is around here somewhere. Why don't you stop being lazy and do your job instead of waiting for someone else? I told you once already, I don't work here. Then why are you walking around the store? It is called shopping? I want to speak to your manager. I don't have a manager. Then who runs the store? The manager, I presume. I want to speak to them now. Congratulations. You get your manager right now. I'm getting really mad now. I told you, I don't have a manager. I don't work here. Are you stupid or something? I'm calling the police. Whatever gets you off, lady. Karen proceeds to leave the store. A minute later, the employee comes to ring me up. I push her cart out of the way. Just so you know, I think the owner of this cart is calling the police. Why? She was mad I would not ring her up. Yeah, I told her I did not work here. I am next door if you need me if she actually called the cops. He knows where I work. I leave. Scan the parking lot for Karen and I don't see her. She must have been bluffing, I think. I go back to work and pull up the security camera feed of the parking lot on my office computer and enjoy my Coke and Takis. Sure enough, about 10 minutes later, Karen shows back up, immediately followed by a police car. No one ever came to ask me any questions. I stopped by the next day to see what happened. She yelled and screamed and the cops left pissed at the old lady and the manager told her she will not be welcome at the store anymore if she continued to harass customers. I guess she left in a huff. I still joke with the Dollar General staff about it. Apparently, I look Costco. I realized I never said why I look Costco to her. I was wearing a polo shirt and shorts, no name tag or anything, just my usual warm day apparel. What is it about membership clubs? I swear the number of entitled people multiplies exponentially at a Costco. But I digress. Apparently, I look Costco, so this Karen with a Kate Gosselin haircut demanded I get something out of a high shelf for her. I was in a rush, had a cart full of groceries including ice cream, and I just told her, I don't work here. Bye. And apparently, that was the worst thing I could have told her. This girl begins to go off on me. Don't lie to me. You look like a Costco employee, so I know you are lying. You better clean up your act or I would get you fired. I know the manager personally. At this point, I just chuckle to myself and walk away. Come check out, I am in line. There's 2 people behind me. This girl squeezes up to me and says, "Move. I need to check out. Don't think I'm not going to report you." I did not move. I told her to get to the back of the line, shut the F up, and learn some basic manners. Once again, Karen was not having it. How dare you speak to me like that, you effing and— Oh, wait, she said that? I would have you fired. I would tell people you raped me. Who would they believe? Me or you? At this point, I tell her to back the F off. One of the people behind me went to an employee who came up to Karen. This girl was still adamant I worked there. Said to speak to the manager. The manager she knows tells her I don't work there and that she will be having her membership revoked for a racist tirade. I laughed as I was checking out. laughing with the cashier and side-eyeing this girl as they escorted her away. Not content giving me the last laugh, this dumb girl turns around and yells, "You black people are the problem. I can't wait for the day Donald Trump deports you back to Africa." I am over here like, I was born in Michigan. I still got the last laugh. Needing a snack, I took my time and grabbed a hot dog. As I was leaving, I see that this Karen was getting arrested. Apparently, she didn't like that a black woman will be canceling her membership, so she threw her purse at her from behind the counter. I just walked away, enjoying my hot dog. This went from a Karen story to a racist Karen story to a super huge racist Karen story. She dropped the N-word and I was about to say it because I did not expect it. Then she says it again openly in Costco and then get arrested. Oh well, I'm just glad she got arrested. I can imagine how proud must she feel to be a strong and free American while she sleeps in jail for that night. Noses or crunchy. I was working Toys for Tots in the DC area, which is a program the Marine Corps runs every year to gather toys and gifts and distribute them to kids whose Christmas tree would likely disappoint Charlie Brown. Sexist or no, they seem to pick those of us who have the Marine look in the casting sense. Tall, masculine, etc. Or on the lady side, that peculiar blend of I will kick you with one hand while doing my eyeliner with the other. It is as much marketing as anything, especially in the DMV. Point being, we are a bunch of tall, very fit people out there in dress blues, smiling and coaxing toys out of people who could have probably saved Toys R Us with petty stocks earning. We look nothing like waitstaff. Myself, I am 6'1" and 210 pounds. And have another CNCO, 5'4", probably 135 pounds, were assigned to an event at the Smithsonian. Somehow, the corps had managed to get a display and a few donation bins put up at a black tie. Invitation-only events surrounding the display of the Hope Diamond and a bunch of other large hunks of carbon. Personally, I don't understand the obsession with it. It is a large, shiny rock. No one is wearing it. It serves no scientific purpose, and it just sits there, so you can look at it, or something. I feel more satisfaction looking at an exceptionally big turd the night after Taco Tuesday. At least I made it myself, often with significant effort and no small amount of regret or self-loathing to provide fuel for the push. Anyway, we are smiling our pearly whites while the various movers and doers shake our hands. Toys on display, posing for the camera so their countenance, stockholder, etc. can see how kind-hearted they are. The sick thing is how many don't even donate. They just get a photo in front of the pile of toys. Sans the generosity. Pretty much par for the course. The initial wave of donations passes as the event gets down to business. Drinks are passed out and they start in with the oars doors. We are standing there, surreptitiously munching and trying not to get those godforsaken white gloves dirty. When this lady, who is best described as a chubby mixed-race female, Steve Buscemi, comes toddling up in a dress waistcoat thing that looked like it was screaming for mercy from the bottom ferry. FS for Fat Steve. Hey you too! I'm dry here. Let's get snappy with a refill. Something like that. We did not realize she was talking to us, so I only half paid attention. Fat Steve, after a second of us not replying. Hey, I know you hear me. Get up here. Flirting time is over. At this point, we realize she meant us. I look over at Pocket, my fellow Marine's nickname. We will call her P. She looks at me, and we look at the lady. It took a second, okay? Finally I speak. Can I help you, ma'am? About a goddamn time. I need a refill. And while you're at it, get me some of those some random munchy thing. They stopped bringing them out a few minutes ago. You guys really Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we don't work here. We're just here with the tourist fund. I don't give a goddamn what you think. Get up here or I will have your job. I will not be talked at by someone like you. Fat Steve proceeds to toss her empty-ish glass at P, who gets some leftover drips on her blues but catches out of reflex. I can see the thunderclouds gathering. A stain like that likely means she is likely looking at a new blues coat, which runs a few $100s. Probably a new ribbon setup too. Pocket is Puerto Rican and has the temper to match, so I tried to head the lady off. Ma'am, we're not waitstaff, we're just... I don't want to hear your excuses. Do you know who my husband is? Fat Steve proceeded to put her finger right under my nose and continued the tirade. Apparently, hubby was a Southern Senator's main booster campaign founder, so said Google, and we'll see to it I'd be sleeping under a newspaper, and etc. After about 10 odd seconds of this, we're starting to draw stairs and some of the staff were starting to head our way. However much I wanted to put this girl in a compliance hold, I could pretty well visualize the CNN article if a male Marine laid hands on a woman in front of all those people, especially a politically connected one. I was sort of at a loss. Fortunately for me, I did not have to make that choice. Pocket made it for me. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Please take your glass and... She held out Fat Steve's glass to her as she said this. Fat Steve immediately switched her wrath from me to Pocket and slapped the glass out of Pocket's hands. I could see Pocket control wavering, but there was not anything for it. Fat Steve bored right in. The critical mistake was to start jabbing Pocket with her finger, right in the chest with each word. You shut your spick mouth. I cringed visibly at that second to last word because yeah, I knew exactly what was about to happen, and it did. It's called the Yuri Gatame in Judo, basically a standing arm lock, and Pocket was a 2-tap black belt. Pocket snatched her arm up, locked her out and slammed her face straight into the wall next to us. Blood, broken nose, drywall dust, the whole bit. Pocket did not even say anything. Just that grim teeth smile that says, I'ma beat you up so hard your grandkids will be born with my handprints on their soul. It was awesome and a little hot, to be honest. I, being both the senior Marine and somewhat cooler of temperament, carefully pulled Pocket back. I dare to say it was aching to handle a small but very dangerous animal. Fat Steve kind of slides to the floor, actually much quieter now that she's trying to aspirate a mixture of blood and gypsum. Security finally showed up to help, which resulted in them howling Fat Steve away and taking us to a separate room, where we gave our version of things. Security recordings were reviewed, of which there were many, what with the fancy rocks everywhere, and so on. Pocket wanted to press assault charges, but oddly enough, no DC police became involved. I am assuming politics at play there. I called the head shed to let them know what happened. They sent a van to pick us up and the toys up. Funny enough, it never seemed to make it to the news. I think that, more than anything, it saved Pocket. Upon coming back to the main event area to load the toys and take down the display, we were given a wide berth by many of the upper crusties. I feel compelled to mention the notable exception. This one old lady who came up and asked if she could give Pocket a hug of all things. Just kinda gave her that grandma style hug, patted her on the back and took her hands. You know, in my younger years, I would have stomped that whale flat. Wonderfully done there, and then wandered off to rejoin the party. It was adorable. Karens are into politics now? No, her husband was into politics, but since she is married to him, she's basically him, right? She's so important that anyone was supposed to know who she was. But damn, Pocket really did some judo on her and broke her nose. Maybe it was a bit too extreme, but she was poking her chest with her finger. It never occurred to me before, but if someone would poke my chest, I don't know what I will do. But I know what to do right now, and that is to demand you to subscribe right now, or I will knock you to the wall as well. So the choice is yours. I hope you enjoyed the heat you just received, and before you leave, thank you for liking the video, for commenting and subscribing, and even for those who shares the videos. This really helped me a lot and I appreciate what you do for me. I wish you all a beautiful day and I hope you're doing your best to reach your dreams, live a fulfilled life, have fun, and love the people around you.